Hey guys, welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room, hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV. I wanted to share a couple of posts with you guys that drheavenly posted, and I don't know how true one of them is, but the other one, okay. She posted about her not being able to review Married to Medicine on YouTube anymore. She says, I hate to announce, I will no longer review #MarriedToMed on YouTube. They told on me, 5 exclamation points. And my man said I had to get off. However, boopies can catch #drheavenly on patreon.com, blah, 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 blah. I'm not putting all of that. I don't know how true that is, and here's why. Not saying that she would make more money on Patreon doing these reviews than she would if she were to just merely get the views on YouTube, because I do believe she gets a lot of reviews for her Married to Medicine reviews on YouTube. If they shut her down from reviewing the show any longer, then why would they allow her to do it behind a paywall? Because both you would be getting paid from. You'd be getting paid from Google AdSense, from the views, or you would have people that are diehard fans that really just for whatever reason want to hear her, of all people, review the show, subscribe to her Patreon, and pay a fee to see it. So I don't believe that. I just believe that this is something that she is setting up for her own intents and purposes. Don't know what they really are for, but she's not the first to be on YouTube to set up a Patreon and ask those people who are just really, really so invested that if you're that invested in me and what I have to share, then come subscribe to my Patreon and you can get this exclusive content there. And if she has enough people to do it, it could be a really good check, as well as depending on how much she's going to be charging for it. I don't know what the prices are. I'm not interested. I don't even listen to her on YouTube. The only things that I've caught are, a few little viral moments here and there that other content creators or other social media platforms have shared. Other than that, listening to her for going on and on and on, as well as when she and Carlos King, of all people, both of them have irritating voices to me. The two of them as the duo of annoyance, I can't do it. So I don't know what the goals are with that, but I don't believe her when she says that they shut her down and she can no longer review Married to Medicine on YouTube. If they're going to say she can't review it on YouTube, they wouldn't allow her to do it behind a paywall of Patreon either, okay? So that just doesn't make any sense to me. But you can let me know what you think about that and how true that really is. But I could see there being an issue. I just feel that drheavenly is one of those people that has, as a child, had some trauma. A lot of people have, and she's gotten to this place where she is extremely comfortable in her skin. She doesn't care what she says and how she says it. And yeah, there's a few times those moments may be a little bit funny or whatever, especially if she might be sparring with somebody that you don't really care for. And I do like Toya, but there are a lot of people that don't care for Toya. So I feel that she's gotten a lot of slack and gotten by and has been able to slide by being very disrespectful, disparaging, condescending, and just outright rude to Toya by a lot of the things that she said to Toya over the years. So it's like that has slid by. But when it got to the point where she was almost ganging up on almost everyone on the show, where she had something to say about almost everybody except for maybe Jackie, except for keeping that video up of the Zoom conversation that they had where Jackie was talking about Black female pregnant patients and how they're crying wolf and it's hard for me to take you seriously because you just want time off of work and whatnot. She's still profiting off of that. She's still monetizing that moment, right? So for her to say that they shut her down, I don't believe that. Yes, more people started making comments about it that were on the show because, like I said, she had something to say about almost everyone except for Dr. Jackie. But I digress. You can let me know how you feel. Let me know what you think about her moving the YouTube reviews to Patreon and saying that they shut her down from doing it. I personally don't believe that. I just believe that it's, like they say, cap. I hate that word. It's like, just say it's a lie, okay? But anyway, the other thing that I wanted to bring up is she did a post where she talked about closing down her beauty supply store. Now, I don't have the tweet in front of me, but someone asked her about her beauty supply store, and she said that she closed it down. And then, you know, she mentioned something about she said she sold it. She didn't just say she just shut it down. She said she claimed she sold it, and she sold all of the inventory, and then I feel like, had to throw a little bit of shade to say to other people, like, I dare you to fail. Listen, I'm not here, you know, shouting and saying, oh, I'm happy that this venture didn't work out for her. I'm actually a business owner myself, and I will never sit in judgment of anyone that makes decisions that they feel are appropriate for them in business at the point and, you know, period of time that they are. But I don't believe that in business there's real failures. The only way sometimes to learn is to just do it and go through it. And if you are successful in the venture, and some people just see success as money, great. But if it didn't work out for you the way that you anticipated or desired, it doesn't mean that you weren't successful. You successfully moved forward, and you didn't just stand back and not move forward in something that you felt like you had a desire to do and want to try it out and see how it worked. But what I really wanted to talk about was the fact that a lot of people had comments about the store, and they were saying things like the inventory wasn't good. It smelled really bad when you went in there. The store wasn't open a lot of times when people went over there. So to me, since her daughter has left to go away to college, that's one thing. So I feel that she didn't really, how do I put this? I don't feel she really took this business venture really seriously, because I feel that she relied on her daughter, and yeah, it could have taught her daughter skills by allowing her to operate a business and also operate as an employee as well. I'm assuming that she paid her daughter like an employee, but she's supposed to be a smart businesswoman, so I'm assuming that she did, because there are benefits with the Internal Revenue Service when you do hire family and you're actually treating them as an employee and you're paying them the right way, not just giving them some cash under the table. So I'm assuming she did it that way. But I also believe that if she was really serious about it, she would have invested in the right type of inventory, as well as hiring other staff to work there, and not just relying solely on her daughter, Alora, to be the one to be there running the store, because obviously that wasn't going to last forever. The girl had her own desires of having her own life, going away to college, doing what she wanted to do. So a lot of people in the comment section of that post, they were making comments about the store not really being professional. So I feel that that's where the shade came from when she when she wrote the post and then said, you know, I dare you to fail. Because it's like, if this is a store that you once had, you decided to sell it, someone actually bought the business from you as well as all of the inventory. I'm not here to say if you didn't make a certain amount of money in the business every month or every year that you own the business, that it wasn't a success, because some businesses, they don't really see a real profit until after a certain number of years. So I'm not going to sit and say that, but I feel that that business wasn't really that serious to her, because if it was, then a lot of the people wouldn't have the type of commentary that they had about the store and about how it was really not open much, as well as the inventory was, I'm just going to say what some people said. The inventory was trash, and it didn't even smell good when it went in there, let alone, it just wasn't open a lot. So I don't know what you guys think about this, but I feel because of the ego that she has, and now seeing that she has a successful dental practice, her husband has a successful pain management practice, and they're living a successful life in the public eye, this is like an L to her, and she can't really take it because her ego has gotten so inflated, because she does have a lot of people that like her, even though I know there's a number of people that don't really care for her. But with that being said, she just doesn't really know how to handle, in my personal opinion, like businesses like this. Now, not everyone that is in the medical field that has a license to practice medicine or dentistry can run a successful practice. Obviously, she's doing that, and she's been doing that for many years. But it doesn't mean that you know how to own and operate all types of businesses. And I just don't feel that beauty and the beauty supply industry, more specifically, was her wheelhouse. And so I just feel like this was something that she just didn't take really seriously, but doesn't want to just take the L, take the loss, and show people vulnerability to say that, yeah, this is something that I tried. It just didn't really work out the way that I was hoping. But, I'm moving forward. Instead, she has to throw shots and say, I dare you to fail. What? So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that for a moment. I would really love to know what you guys think about it. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks so much for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.